Hi everyone, my name's Johnny Weir, and welcome to Skates, Skating, and the Odyssey of Your First Steps. We're going to talk about skates, the actual equipment, skating, figure skating, and your first steps onto the ice. Now, the reason that this is my video, the reason I'm an expert to deliver this information to you, is because I wear sweaters with sparkles on them. Secondly, I'm a two-time Olympic figure skater, which is probably what I'm best known for. In addition to that, I'm a lead commentator for NBC Sports and the Olympic Games. I cover a wide variety of events from the Eurovision Song Contest to the Kentucky Derby to the National Dog Show to the Super Bowl. I mean, I've kind of seen it all and done it all and tried it all. And no matter what, I'm always brought back to the thing that made me me, which is figure skating. Everyone's journey to the ice is different. Mine was very abnormal. The first time I ever skated was on a frozen cornfield behind my house in rural Pennsylvania. And within 9 years of my first steps onto that cornfield, I was competing in my first Olympics. I repeat, very abnormal. I'm a terribly lucky man. And whether you're watching this video for yourself or for your children or for your grandma, I have the skills and the important information that you're going to need to make really good decisions when you first go to that freezing cinder block covered ice rink near your house and take the ice for the first time. There are a couple major things that make skating a little bit less accessible. Figure skating requires things. The first thing is an ice arena. And to be fair, there is an ice rink in every single one of these United States, even in Hawaii. So you do have access, though it might be a little bit of a drive for some of you, to an ice rink to try out skating. The second thing you're going to need is the equipment of a boot attached to a blade, which creates a figure skate, a speed skate, or a hockey skate. All three options are lovely. I will obviously focus on figure skating because that is my thing. This, my darlings, is a figure skate. It is a boot attached to a blade. It is a shoe attached to a knife. It is your dreams attached to your ambitions. It is a solid leather boot that when you first receive it is very, very strong, much like a ski boot. It is so hard and it takes a long time to break in, and for many skaters, it's the worst time of year. The blade is stainless steel, and for me, it's coated in gold because I'm fancy like that. And the blade attaches to the boot by screws. And you'll notice that I don't have every hole with a screw inside, simply because as your skate starts to age and it warps from moisture, of course, like the snow coming up to the bottom of your blade as you're sliding around the ice. So you want to have the ability to move the blade ever so slightly to correct a position or to help you into the air on specific jumps as your skates start to age. But basically, you need this to be attached to this so you can go skating. I'm not entirely sure what this section should be called. Let's call it notions of a blade. Okay, notions of a blade. Something that a lot of people don't realize is that the blade is actually curved. You can see there's a gentle curve to that skate. It's rare that you're actually flat down on the ice on a full blade simply because of that curve. This section here is called the toe pick, and that helps assist into jumps and pushing off, but not skating. We're not running on our tippy toes across the ice. Right underneath the toe pick is an area that's called the rocker. It's the most severely rounded part of the skate, and this is the area on the blade that we spin. And that's how we stay in one place. And people ask all the time, how do you not get dizzy? And it's because if you find a picture of somebody in a spin, most of our eyes are crossed. I don't know why, but that's how we don't get dizzy. Now, after the rocker, we have the main body of the blade. And this is where a lot of our basic pushes come in. This is where the skating comes in. We very, very rarely, or almost never, use the back of our blade, simply because there's nothing good that comes if you get too far back on your heel, because that means you fall very hard. So we stay away from the heel, we stay away from too much work on the toe pick, and we focus between our rocker and the beginning of the heel of the boot. That's where most of our skating actually happens. Something a lot of people ask about is the fit of a figure skate. And often they're very true to size. You don't want to have your foot sliding around in your skate because it makes it a lot harder to control your edges and your skating. You don't want it so tight that it curls your toes like that. We get a shrimp cocktail toe situation. However, you want your feet to feel secure and like your toes are very close to touching the front of your boot. You want no movement in the heel, and you want to be able to tie your skate as tight as possible without cutting your circulation off, so that you have enough support to make it around the rink.
Let's mount the ice, shall we? Prance confidently to the rink and remember to take off your guards or to make sure there is no debris on your blades. If an errant rhinestone is enough to stop the blade dead in its tracks, there's no need for a half-eaten french fry to come between you and your dreams. Feel no shame if you need a second to hold onto the wall and zhuzh your blades, feel the slipperiness of the ice. Next, find your center, feel your core, take a breath, and push! Remember to use your whole blade to push, not just your toe picks, unless you feature stitches in your chin just in time for New Year's Eve. Free yourself from the fears that bind you, throw some glitter on your deficiencies, and dance. Let's take a gander at those edges we were talking about. First of all, it's rare to put your full weight on the same edges at the same time, but here we go for demonstration's sake. Outside edges turn your legs into O's, and don't forget to engage the ankle. Inside edges transform your legs into X's. Mostly you'll skate on one inside and one outside edge if you're skating on 2 feet doing crossovers or our form of walking. Flat edges are acceptable if you're just standing around, and don't forget those toe picks are for pushing and assisting, but not skating. Skating isn't just a wonderful form of self-expression, but also a really tough workout. It's a full body workout in every sense of the word. Every muscle group is required to get you from here to there. Consider substituting a day at the gym for a day on the ice and support your local ice rink. There aren't a whole lot of workouts that are this much fun. What keeps my love for skating alive is the fact that it offers me the opportunity to be absolutely myself. I'm never more free or more myself than when I'm on the ice. It's also incredible exercise and keeps my booty right up where it should be, nice and high like a neck brace. I hope you've enjoyed our time together, and I wish you so much luck on your next adventure onto a giant ice cube. Thank you for watching, and happy skating.